Hello children, today we are going to start the topic Making of Nationalism in Europe. Our chapter name Rise of Nationalism in Europe. The making of nationalism in Europe. In this topic, you will understand that how nation evolves in Europe and what was the basic structure of society and classes in Europe. In last video, I told you about Napoleonic Code. How Napoleon Bonaparte started to attack on other country, how he started to capture other country, and what was his idea. First, Napoleon was considered as the harbinger of society, but afterward, people went against of him. Okay. Now look at, there were no modern states in Europe. I repeat, there were no modern states in Europe. Today you can see that in Europe many countries are. For example, Italy, Germany, France and many more. But in mid 18th century, means in 1750 to 1850, no states were there. Okay, there were no states. What's the problems created because of this? No modern states, so no collective identity. No modern state, only kingdoms were there, dynastic rulers were there, no collective identity. What's the meaning of this collective identity? We are living in India, so we considered ourselves as Indian. Okay, we are Indian. We always telling that we are Indian. But in mid 18th century, people can't say like this, because people were under control of rulers. Let us clear this idea with the Habsburg Empire, with the example of the Habsburg Empire. Habsburg Empire was in Austria and in Hungary. Specifically, the region involved Tyrol, Austria, Bohemia and many more. Look at, if Habsburg Empire was ruling in this particular area. Now, Habsburg Empire wanted to attack on other area. So, Habsburg Empire attacked on this area. I was living in this area. Habsburg Empire attacked on this area. Okay, captured this area. So, first I was in other region. First I was under control of other empire. Now I am in Habsburg Empire. So whatever the identity yesterday I had, today it's completely changed. First of all, I was in other under control of other ruler. Now I am under control of other ruler. So means what? My identity get changed. My identity not confirmed. People were facing same problem in European continent, that kingdoms were there, so they don't have any kind of collective identity. Okay children, what I told you, that in mid 18th century, no modern states, so no collective identity. Now look at, people don't have any collective identity, means they don't have any emotions for the nation, they don't have any feeling for the nation, they don't have any unity among them. Then how they come together and they started nationalism? Let us clear this idea by understanding European society. How people gathered, how nationalism started. For understanding this one, we have to first clear what was the condition of society in Europe. Okay, European society was broadly classified into two types. First, aristocracy, and the second one, middle class. I am repeating, European society was broadly classified into two, that is aristocracy and middle class. Let us clear the idea of aristocracy. king, his family and his relative. This whole group known as aristocracy. Okay, king, his family and his relative, this whole group considered as aristocracy. Now look at this aristocracy group, naturally very small. King, his relatives and his family, very small group, but then also this group very powerful group in Europe. Why? Because these people were very rich people and landed people, and by birth only they got lot of privileges. By these privileges they were considered as the superior group in Europe. Okay, now second one, that is the new middle class. First of all, in Europe, there was two only group, that is aristocracy and very poor people, that down level people. But new group emerged, and that group known as the new middle class. How industrialization started to develop in European country? Most of the people started to engage themselves in industrialization. How they engaged themselves in industrialization? Economical development took place. Economical development lead towards lot of developments. For example, that people started to take education, they started to give education to their children. With education, new ideas emerged. With education, new concepts started to come in the society. So, with growth of industrialization, new middle class emerged, and this new middle class is only known as commercial classes. These commercial classes was totally against of aristocracy group, because they know that aristocracy group got privileges which is not good for society. This middle class group started to support poor people, poor group, and with poor group, the new middle class now having one unity, one aim. What's the aim? To take back the privileges of aristocracy group. Okay, new middle class make unity. For what they make unity? To go against of aristocracy people. Okay, so in this way, now in European society, middle class people went against of aristocracy people and started to make their unity. With this unity only, nationalism slowly and slowly started in Europe continent. Okay children, what I told, that middle class people started to went against of aristocracy group. With that, nationalism started to increase in European countries or European region. Okay, I hope that you understand today's topic, that is the making of nationalism in Europe. No modern states, kingdoms were there, so no collective identity, so no unity in the continent. Then we learn European society classified into aristocracy and middle class group. Middle class group started to go against of aristocracy people. Thank you. Take care.